Albert here. We're gonna start up the new iPad. It's a walkthrough. The first time we start up the iPad, I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. Let's begin. We start off by choosing language. The language we choose here will be the language that is written. All the menus, all the apps, everything will be in this language, but it doesn't mean you can't change the keyboard. You can add how many languages you want to the keyboard. Choose your language and then choose the region you're located in. Some regions have restricted access to the internet, so choose the region you're in. Now you can choose to pair with an iOS device that you are using, but we're gonna skip that. We're gonna choose manually. Now we have to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Connect to your Wi-Fi network, otherwise you can't start up the new iPad. And of course we have to type in the password. Type in the password of the Wi-Fi network you have chosen. In this section, Apple wants you to know that they're concerned about your privacy. We're gonna accept this and go through with it. Touch ID. If your iPad has a Touch ID sensor, you can place your finger on the fingerprint scanner. That's the home button. And if you have someone that you're living with and you trust and you want that person to have access to your iPad, by pressing their finger, you can use that person's fingerprint whenever you want. You can add it later if you want, but you can add it now as well. Just slightly put your finger on the fingerprint scanner till the whole area is red. Now we have to choose 6 digits that we will use as a code to enter the iPad. Sometimes the iPad will ask you to enter the code. The fingerprint scanner, that's the normal way of entering the iPad, but sometimes it will ask you for this code. So remember to write it down. This is one of the most important sections. We can choose here. We can put back an old iCloud version that we have saved on our PC or on our Mac computer. We can put back information from an Android phone, or we can choose to start from zero. I will choose to start from zero. Now we have to choose to log in with our Apple ID. If we don't have an Apple ID, we will have to create a new one. With an Apple ID, you have access to the iCloud, to the App Store, to iTunes, to the music, to the photo library, to FaceTime. All of it is controlled by this Apple ID. We will start with a new Apple ID. We have to use an email that we are using, like a Hotmail, like a Gmail. We have to use an email that we know the password to. And that email will be our new Apple ID. But we will also get the option to choose a new password. I start off with my name. I'm gonna fill in iCloud Help Dutch Netherlands. That will be my name. That's not my Apple ID. And I will have to fill in my birth date. The birth date is very important. Some apps are restricted. If you're not of the age of 18, in some cases, you won't be able to download the apps or the movies that you want to purchase. My email address is abdaras4@gmail.com. I'm gonna type it in. Password. Now we're gonna have to choose a new password. It's not the password you're using for your email in the normal case. This password will be your Apple ID password. And then you have to type it in once again so it won't be wrong. Phone number. This part is very crucial. If you have a phone that's quite new and you can receive an SMS, you will choose SMS down below. Type in the phone number and choose SMS down below. If you choose voice, a phone call will be received on that phone and you will receive a code. Otherwise, you will receive it as an SMS, like I'm showing. A security code is sent to you by SMS to that number that you have given to Apple. And that SMS contains 6 digits. Type them in on the iPad. Terms for using, accept or read them. You choose. Go through with it. Location. Go through. Siri. Siri wants to test your voice. speak and say what it says on the screen. But you can do that later, anytime. Hey Siri, send a message. Analysis. Choose if you want to share some of your information, your behavior with Apple. I don't accept. Ease of choosing. Dark mode or light mode. You can change that anytime. Now we get to the hard section. This is the hardest section of all of it. Now we're asked to verify and confirm that we are who we say we are. So, an email is sent to our Apple ID email that we have given Apple. In that email, there are two emails. One, we have to verify that we are who we say we are, that the email is ours, and then we have to verify that the Apple ID is ours. So I'm going to open up my email box on my phone, and there I'm going to verify it. But they will always send you the security code on the other device. On the iPad, it will say a code is sent to you to this address abdaras4@gmail.com through email. You have to read exactly what it says. On the iPad, you have to fill in the numbers that are sent to you. On the phone, in your email, there's a number sent to your email. You have to verify your Apple ID after you have verified your email. So when to verify your Apple ID, you have to fill in the number you have received down below. You don't fill in your Apple ID password under your Apple ID email. You see how this works. The first time you have to verify your Apple ID, you fill in the number you have received through the email. The second, the two-factor authentication number is sent to the iPad. And you have to type that one in as well. That's the second number you have to type in. And then we are good to go. Be patient, please be patient. And if you don't understand, just ask me the question down below. This will work. It will work for everyone. If you do it correctly and you listen to what I have to say. But now, I think we're done. In the description down below, I have posted a link for anyone who wants to buy an iPad, an iPhone, or a case. In the next video, I'm gonna walk you through the settings one by one. Thanks for watching everyone, and take care.